This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. Here it is Tuesday morning. It's raining outside. Weather report's over. Don't you just hate, and you've heard me 1,000 times, these no good, no count, rotten son of a bitches, they'll spend 3 hours telling you about a storm coming. The storm comes, it's gone in 5 minutes. Think about it. Anytime there's a storm, they'll repeat. Makes me want to take a gun that I can't hold because I'm a felon, wants me to take a gun that my girlfriend owns and pick it up and shoot the TV. What the hell? These people must think we're a bunch of idiots. These media people, and I'm not. I'm far from being a media person. I'm a crazy son of a bitch, as I've told you, on the airways. I don't give a damn. Don't want to be what I hate, a no-good son of a bitch who thinks he's a big shot. And I'm far from being a big shot. I brag because I'm poor white trash. I know where I came from. These no-good son of a bitches, they think they're better people, and you got to understand. And I ain't in a good mood today, so I don't give a damn. You don't want to listen? Shut off the radio. Shut it off forever. See, because I don't care, and especially at this point in my life. But why? Why are we letting these no-good bastards just beat us down? They beat us down and down and down. And what little money we have, they take. And then they sit up there on their pedestals and say, oh, look at how important and rich we are. Yeah, you're important because we put you in those positions. You didn't earn them. And you're rich because you stole all of our money. Yeah, you're important and you're rich because of us. And when are we, the vast, vast majority of people, going to understand that? You know, we've got elections coming up. We got this presidential crap, 18, 19 guys running on the Republican side. It's just, it's asinine. And they're all talking bad about each other, and they're the best thing going. Anybody with any sense could be president if you had good sense. Because you're not going to know all about the economy. You're not going to know all about foreign affairs. You're not going to know all about our military. That's why there's so many secretaries of this and secretaries of that and undersecretaries and undersecretaries. So when people see these ignorant bastards on this stage doing their debates, well, he sounded good. So 15 minutes on that stage is going to dictate his whole life in either politics or business. Because if he screws up and says one thing wrong, he could have been the best businessman or the best public servant for 40 years. But boy, when you mess up and say one thing wrong, then you're dead. Why the hell do we judge somebody on these damn debates? You know, you could be an actor. Look at Ronald Reagan, and he didn't do bad as a president, but he was an actor. Everybody liked him. If you're an actor, you can be president because you can okey-fadoke everybody. But I just get tired of these debates. I just get tired of everybody shoving this crap down our throats. I had a friend of mine today just called me. Friend Kevin, won't mention his last name, don't want to get him in trouble. But that's another thing. Bob, don't say I said anything or this or that, because I work at the courthouse. I'll get in trouble. What do you mean? I appreciate what they say and how they feel. But in this great United States of America, it's like we're living in Russia or Germany during World War II. Can't say what we want. Afraid to be our own men and women. And I understand that because you got to see, before I'd kiss somebody's ass for a job, I'd go out and beat their ass and take their money. And I'm being serious. These son of a bitches want you to kiss their ass. These bastard politicians are political leaders, my ass. They want us to kiss their ass while they're stealing our money. And I'm tired of it. And a few people in St. Clair County, in the state of Illinois, in Madison County, and you got an ignorant bastard up there, this Dunstan. He can't do crap up in Madison County, so he's coming down here to St. Clair County and being as big as jerk-off as Mark Sweetcakes Kern, somebody from Madison County. Give me a call. Let's come up with a stage name, a nickname for Alan Dunstan. He looks like Bozo the Clown without hair. This son of a bitch going to come down and tout Kern, Mark Sweetcakes Kern. Them guys been awful close. You know, hey, Dunstan, Kern, the two leaders of St. Clair and Madison County, my ass. But having said that, you guys have been together an awful long periods of time the last couple of weeks. You know, there are same-sex marriages in Illinois. I believe if you guys stick together as long as you have for another day or two, you could be legally engaged. You know, Dunstan screwed up Madison County, so he's going to come down here and Dunstan, we don't need your help. Kern and God Sprague and Bear Civic, they've screwed up St. Clair County. It's gone. Go screw up some other county, you idiot. And I go say screw up some other county because I don't think you could get a piece of whatever from a woman, you goofy-looking son of a bitch. But you're going to come down here and try to shore up Mark Sweetcakes Kern, make him look good? Well, one piece of crap can't make another piece of crap smell good. And Dunstan, you wanted to get into the fight, so you're here. You come on down to St. Clair County. You got a photo op, this ignorant son of a bitch. Huh? He looks goofy in this picture in the News Democrat. And there's Kern. He must have went to some kind of public speaking school because he's got his hand clenched and he's really telling you the way it is about this new spy agency. And there's Dunstan, his little bitch boy, holding up the chart while Kern's talking. So, Alan Dunstan, I'm calling you out, you ignorant bastard. Are there inbred son of a bitches in Madison County, too? There must be politically inbred son of a bitches. Because you look like one of them. Look at that picture. Got his glasses on, his bald head, and there's nothing wrong with being bald as long as you're not a bald idiot. But this Dunstan, hey, I'm holding this up for Kern. I'm going to wipe his ass. I'm going to wipe his ass after we get done with this meeting. What a bunch of ignorant son of a bitches, these political bastards. But people, it's your fault. It's my fault. I'm running, I told you, for state representative. It's going to be the most unconventional campaign you ever heard because I don't care. If you want somebody to kiss your ass, keep these bastards in. You want somebody while you're kissing their ass, they're stealing your money, keep them in. I'd rather have some idiot like me who'll go up there and fight up in Springfield. I'm not going to vote for what Rauner wants. I'm not going to vote for what Madigan wants. I'm going to vote for the people of the 114th State Legislative District. And that's what every state senator, every state representative, every local political elected official ought to do. Vote the conscience of your constituents. Vote the conscience of your constituents. Don't vote party lines. But it just totally pisses me off. And here's Dunstan. And here's Kern trying to get this new spy agency. And it's unbelievable. They're going to give up 200 acres. They're going to give up this. They're going to give up more and more and more and more. And it seems like it's a good location. If it's such a good location over here in Illinois, and we're all fighting for that so we can get jobs here in Illinois, and I'll fight for that as a state representative. But when I fight for it, I'm not going to take credit for something that I do. That's my job. But I guarantee you, Kern and Dunstan and all these bastards, well, look what we did. No, you didn't do anything. The government decided where to go. And it's amazing. It's amazing. And here's Dunstan, the Madison County chairman. If you take the politics out of this decision, this is what's best for the government and best for the nation, Dunstan said. You ever notice how these no-good son of a bitches, they always want to take politics out of the equation when it doesn't benefit them. But here's a no-good, sleazy bastard, this Dunstan, just like Kern, saying if you take politics out, you bastards live and breathe in crap politics. Don't say take politics out. How the hell you think you're going to get it, you idiot? It says here, but worries are arising on the Illinois side of the river that backroom politics, dealing, making will prevail over logic and common sense. And in the end, the federal government will use the power of their tax dollars to revive the struggling St. Louis neighborhood. You know what that tells you? The people in Washington know about all these crooks down here in Illinois, all these crooks in St. Clair County. Now, we're going to give, as St. Clair County and Madison County residents, I guess, going to give additional land, 200 more acres. I mean, we're going to do everything. We're going to probably bring them prostitutes. That's how desperate we are for jobs, and I understand that. They're giving all this extra in St. Clair County, and the government still hasn't made a decision. But then when it says again, but the government's worried about the Illinois side of the river, that backroom political deal-making will prevail over logic and common sense. And in the end, the federal government will go someplace else. Well, that's really a stamp of approval, isn't it, for St. Clair County, for Madison County? Said Kern on Monday declined to answer questions related how the county's effort to bring the spy agency to St. Clair County would affect St. Louis, which has argued loss of the building, loss of the spy agency will cost 3,100 jobs. And I'm trying to read all this crap in and out of this newspaper. But people, you understand, we start at the back of the line here in St. Clair County and in the state of Illinois. Other than Cook County, St. Clair County's always been touted as the second most corrupt county in the state of Illinois. Hell, we can change that, people. It's been going on for 30 years, 40 years, close to 50 years. And they keep saying it's going to get better. Hell, it ain't going to get better. If it don't get better after one term, the bastards ought to be out of office. The bastards ought to be out of office. And Dunstan, again, why don't you get your dumb ass back up to Madison County? You've screwed Madison County up, and I hear your candidate that's against you, a guy named Prenzler, he's talking about you like a dog. He's talking about you like a dog. And Dunstan, you've been there, you've done nothing. You've taken money from the people of Madison County. And Madison County is starting to change. They have some Republican civic leaders. They have some Republican public servants in office. And you're starting to see a change in Madison County. It used to be just like St. Clair County. All Democrats all the time. But see, ignorant bastards like Dunstan and these son of a bitches, they've screwed Madison County up. Or I shouldn't say that. I'm happy for ignorant bastards like Dunstan and Mark Sweet Cakes Kern and all these other thieving bastards in St. Clair County, because people have finally decided that it's time to make a change. And I think 2016 is going to be the perfect storm. If we can get the people out in St. Clair County, if they can get the people out in Madison County, I think you're going to see a change. I think the incumbency is no longer any good. The Democrats in St. Clair County you had to put Democrat. You had to put re-election if you were an incumbent. You notice all the signs the last few elections, they don't say Democrat because they're ashamed to be Democrats. They don't say re-elect because they know they're going to get booted out because they've been in office. They're the incumbent. They've been in office and haven't done a damn thing. We've got some callers. Go ahead. Let's take a caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Yes, my name is Lillian Schneider, and I'm calling in regards to Mayor Mark Eckert's car.
Wait a minute. Mark, who? What's his nick? You got to give me his nickname.
Oh, I hate doing that. But
come on, no, wait.
Mayor
Hey, wait a minute. Whoa. You're going to respect him and call him mayor? You're going to call him mayor, Lillian? You're going to call this ignorant son of a bitch mayor? Get some balls. Grow some balls, Lillian. I know you're a woman, but grow some balls. It's Mayor Mark Maximus Vaginus Eckert. Can't you say that? Repeat after me. Mark Maximus Vaginus Eckert. Come on, let's hear it.
More guts than the rest.
Do what?
What I have to say is he had that Crown Vic. It had 50, 60, 70,000 miles on it. He gets the police chief's car, SUV, that was only a year and a half old, so that the chief could get one of the new from the fleet. So I asked last night, pull it up on the video. Where is the Crown Vic? We put that in the reserve fleet for the police department. The mayor needs a better car than the police department's reserve or the police department cars. He's not the one. He's always complaining. We have to cut back. It's the workers, it's the policemen, the firemen that do the work, and the street workers, and the sanitation. They don't get raises. Oh, we got to cut back. We may have to lay off, but he needs a new car, and it's only got 60, 70,000 miles on it. It was brand new when he bought it, when the city bought it for him in 2010.
Lillian, you're telling me that the mayor, Maximus Vaginus, I call him Pussy Boy because I know him well enough to call him that and know that's what he is. And I want to apologize all the ladies for even comparing him to their anatomy. But having said that, he drives around with the red light, the siren, all this crap. You're telling me that he's taken another police car, a well-equipped, just about new police car off the street so he can drive it around and play big shot in Belleville?
But the worst of it is, last night he said, when I brought up the question, why did it not go before any committees and city council? Oh, well, he said the date when they approved him getting a new car. I don't care. If an old car gets scrapped from any department, it goes before the meeting, the council and the department meeting. Nobody knew about this. One alderman even last night, Mayor, did you get a new car? Now, it's not right for him to be shuffling around stuff like this. This is the taxpayers' assets that they're playing with.
Yeah. Lillian, thank you very much, and you're exactly right. You know, I'll give you background on that little bitch boy. He was a deputy sheriff for a second, and they tell me, and I'm trying to confirm it, that he got shot at down in East St. Louis, and he went in and quit the next day. But see, he can play police. See, his mom and daddy, and I'm sure they were honorable people, should have gave him one of those little police cars he could have pushed around in his crib. I think they did until he was about 19, 20 years old. But see, that's the problem. Lillian and everybody else. These bastards going to do what they want, when they want, until we stop them. Until we stop them. We the people. Until we stop them. It's just not Mark Maximus Vaginus Pussy Boy Eckert. It's Mark Sweet Cakes Kern. It's God Sprague. It's John Red on the noodle like a pecker on the poodle bear civic. It's like the Senator Foghorn. I say buckwheat Claiborne, and I said buckwheat Claiborne. I run Eddie the Gerbil Jackson out. He's gone, so I gotta throw him out of the mix because that idiot's gone. We scared him out of the race. But that's what we can do, people. We can scare them out. We can vote them out. Because if we don't, this world is going to be such a bad place to live in the next 20 years. And not just in St. Clair County, not just in Madison County, but all throughout this great country. You heard this lady talk about Eckert. They don't give a damn about a vote. They don't give a damn about getting permission. He's going to drive around in a brand new SUV because he's the mayor. He's the mayor. We ran Rick Stone out of office. He gets more money when he retires. But it's a shame when people like him. Somebody told me, Bear Civic said, well, what am I going to do if I ain't a judge? It's a shame when you've identified yourself all these years with a title instead of with your own name. Coroner Rick Stone. Rick Stone will no longer be the coroner. So his life is going to be gone. If Bear Civic loses, and I hope the people in the 20th Judicial Circuit understand what this bastard's trying to do, circumvent the Illinois State Constitution, the Constitution that no good bastard tries to uphold, and it's do what I say, not what I do, and it's always been that way in St. Clair County. But people, you got to understand, maybe I piss you off. I don't want to make a friend. I want to make a difference. It's time that we all make a difference. A person that's got $10,000 a year of income, he's just as important in this great country of ours as somebody that has $1 million a year in income. The poor soul that's in a wheelchair because they can't walk. They're paralyzed. They're worth as much as a guy that can run a 100-yard dash in 30 seconds. Well, wait a minute. 100-yard dash in 30 seconds. That sounds like me in high school. That's why I never lettered in track. But you understand what I'm trying to say. We're all worth something. You've heard me before. My dad always said, Bob, don't you ever disrespect yourself and stand behind any man. And he says, don't ever think you're better than someone and stand in front of them. He said, we're all equal, Bob. No matter what we got in our pocket, it's what's in our heart, what's in our soul, what's in our mind, what's in our gut, that we're all equal. You people have been beat down. You're so apathetic because you've been beat down and down and down. And check your pulse. Unless you don't have a pulse, you can make a change. It's never too late to make a change. You can make a change. We've got some more callers. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hi, Bob. This is Marilyn from Madison County.
Hey, Marilyn, how you doing?
I'm good today. How are you?
Fine, ma'am.
Hey, I have a suggestion for another plank to add to your platform. That I think, because I think it's something that's near and dear to your heart. I've heard you talk about it several times, and it's certainly something that I've thought about a lot. And it's the fact that all these patronage jobs are being sucked up by people who basically could go out and find another job on their own. And I would like to see some of these political jobs going to veterans, specifically disabled veterans. And the more disabled, to me, for my tax dollar, I wouldn't mind paying two disabled veterans to do one job, if that's what it took.
Marilyn,
I think we should give them the first opportunity at any possible job that could be done.
Marilyn, I salute you for that, but what I do, I have to start to correct you. You say you'll have two disabled veterans to do the job of one person. Hell, would be money ahead because it takes 5 of these idiot bastard politicians to do the job of one person, and they don't get it done. But, Marilyn, you're exactly right. Do you know this Alan Dunstan, this idiot is coming down to St. Clair County and trying to screw our county up? Can you please keep him up there in your county? We got enough jerk-offs down here. We don't need another one.
Yeah, our county is a total mess, too. I mean, we're nothing to be proud of around here, but we got enough of them. We got more than enough. We got Kurt Prenzler. He's about the only one trying to do a halfway decent job. And John Shimkus, he just keeps getting reelected, even though he ran on a platform of only running 2 or 3 terms. So I don't know what to say. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. And
No. See? Okay, you can be a libertarian. So am I. I want the government out of my life unless I need them. But don't throw your hands up, Marilyn, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to become apathetic. They want you to sit down, not come out Election Day. Marilyn, you got to suck it up. Take a deep breath and say, hey, we're going to win. You go over to the Jefferson Barracks Memorial Cemetery, Maryland, sometime, and I'm not chastising you or preaching to you. I'm just telling you. And when you see how beautiful all those graves are, and graves can be beautiful. It's not a good situation. Death is never good. But that will inspire you to say, hey, this is America. These guys died to give us the right. You hear me? To give us the right to live free, to live good, to live right. Not to be taken advantage of by these rotten bastard politicians. And if that don't get you goosebumps over there, Maryland, and if that doesn't energize you, then why don't you go to you or anybody else? I won't say Maryland. I don't want to put her on the spot. But anybody, you go over there and that doesn't happen. You don't get goosebumps. You don't get the feeling of, hey, I can do something. Then you better go get prearranged funeral plans. Maybe a Carl Officer, one of the best funeral homes in the state. Because you're just about dead. Marilyn, thank you very much for Madison County. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state voice of freedom. Radical Radio. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot.
From KQQZ 1190 AM, St. Louis, Missouri, USA, you're listening to Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, your guardian of the First Amendment, Radical Radio. And we are, as always, you hear me, we're very, very proud to be the Patriot. Just had some phone calls off the air. First, I want to say hello and best of luck to all the East St. Louis Police Department. Brave men and women fighting down there. They got to fight the politicians, people, before they can fight the criminals. And that tires a person out. I'd rather fight a criminal than a politician. These politicians have all the resources that we give them. They use the resources that we give them, and they hurt us. They destroy us with the resources we give them. But I want to salute the East St. Louis Police Department, our good friends Rudy McIntosh, and all the proud men and women, the few that they're left because of the city council and the mayor. The few that are left, we want to salute you. Be safe and be proud, because I know you are. Also, glad to have the teachers back to work. You know, I was out on the picket line with them, and I know they didn't get all they wanted, but at the end of the day, they were more concerned about the students than they were their well-being. And, you know, just remember, they're teachers, but they have families too. They have families that they have to support, families that they have to feed and clothe and send to school. So let's never forget all our teachers all throughout this great country, and I salute them. Someone said, hey, they make pretty good money. I said, they're teaching our most precious commodity, our children. Talk about good money. These rotten bastards politicians, they make $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 a year, and then they make 85% pensions the rest of their life. And they don't do anything, but I don't hear anybody bitching about that. Bitch about the teacher salary. Why don't you bitch about Kern's salary, about Sprague's salary, about all these other bastard politicians' salary? Then I had a call from another gentleman. Doesn't have much. Said he's from East St. Louis. And when I talk black-white, I don't talk black and white issues to make them black or white. It's hardly ever just a black-white issue, but it's always a wrong or right issue. Not black or white, wrong or right. And it's wrong. It's wrong the way the people of East St. Louis below the hill have been treated. I don't give a damn if they're black, if they're purple, if they're white, or they're blue. They're human beings. We all are. And you've heard me before. How East St. Louis goes is how this whole county goes. If I'm elected state representative, East St. Louis is in my district. I'm going to fight for them. O'Fallon's in my district. I'm going to fight for them. I'm going to fight for Lebanon in my district, Shiloh, Smithton, Millstadt, Freeburg. I'm going to fight for my area. I'm not going to fight for the political leaders in Springfield. I'm going to fight down in East St. Louis to try to develop that riverfront so the black community won't have to move out of East St. Louis, won't have to be forced out of East St. Louis. I want to help develop the riverfront, the beautiful riverfront that every time there's a picture taken of the arch, it's always taken from the Illinois side, because it's a beautiful view from the Illinois side. Why can't we do that? You know why? Just like this spy agency crap. Too many of those bastards in East St. Louis, those politicians have their hands out. Nobody wants to deal with those bastards. Go down there as a business person and get a fair shake. Don't get intimidated. Don't get extorted. You know, everybody, the politicians have their hands out. They've made enough money. Let's let the proud black community have a little piece of the action. They make sure all you bastards in Belleville get elected. But hear me, East St. Louis, has Kern, has Sprague, has Bear Civic done anything to help you other than give you some crumbs? Hell no, they haven't. And you deserve more. And if it was white people down there, I'd say they deserve more. If it was Hispanic people down there, I'd say they deserve more. What a great town East St. Louis once was. These politicians are like vultures. They just picked at every decent thing off the bone, every dollar, every job, every business. and took it someplace else because of them, because of lack of police protection, lack of public services. And it wasn't the proud peoples of East St. Louis' fault. It was a politician's fault. And speaking of taking care of our own, this crap going on in Paris, this Syrian crap. Now, they want to bring more Syrian refugees to the United States. I say, hell no. And I'm not against the Syrian people. Everybody here came from somewhere. Everybody here was an immigrant at some point in time, but it was done right. And the world back in that day wasn't as dangerous as it is today. And these Syrian refugees, I feel for them because they have families. But I feel for our American family first. These politicians, they quit being politically correct. Let's take care of our family. I've told you before, I'll feed anybody, and I have. But I'll be damned if I've got a family of 4 and I take the food off my family's table so they can't eat so I can feed somebody else. Are you crazy? That's just self-survival. That's just human nature. Now, whatever's left over, I'll be more than happy to share. But in this great United States, we take care of the Syrians. We take care of the Iranians. We take care of the Arabs. Let's take care of our people first, you rotten bastard politicians. Let's take care of our American citizens, black, white, Hispanic. If you're an American citizen, come to the front of the line. And maybe that's not politically correct. But I've told you before, I'm running for state representative, but if I don't win, my life's not going to change. I'm not going to change what I feel and how I think. But we need to get off center. Somebody said, Romanik, you're not like any other politician I've ever heard. And I thanked him for that. I don't want to be the norm. We've got to think out of the box. We've got to act out of the box, because being politically correct, even being politically incorrect, is not doing any good anymore, people. You understand that? You've been through all that crap. I'm politically insane. I've been politically insane and going to remain politically insane. And if the people of the 114th District want to vote for me, black, white, Hispanic, Democrats, Republicans, that's great. Because I guarantee you, I will fight up in Springfield for my people. And my people will be the people of the 114th District. It won't be my people, the governor, my people, the Republicans, my people, the Democrats, my people, Mike Madigan. It'll be my people that sent me to Springfield. The people of the 114th, and that's the way every political leader should be. You vote your constituents' conscience, not yours. You get politicians in there, and I don't like that. I don't give a damn what I like or don't like. If I own a movie theater, and I don't like horror movies, but I know every time I play a horror movie that I'm jam-packed, business is great, guess what? I'm going to play to my constituents. I'm going to play to the people, my customers. And that's what politicians should do, but they don't. They get elected, they go up to Springfield. Mike Madigan says, vote this way. There's Eddie the Gerbil Jackson, who I've scared out from running, but now it's going to be LaToya Greenwood. And that's another situation. People in East St. Louis, think about it. LaToya Greenwood makes $100,000 a year. Daddy got her a job. He's the president of the school district. She wasn't for the teachers. And all you teachers in East St. Louis and District 114, I hope you remember that come this next November. The policemen, the firemen, the city workers. LaToya Greenwood is on the city council. She was for laying off policemen, firemen, but she wasn't for not giving Alvin Sugar Britches Parks a raise. You know, the mayor who lost, who people wanted to get rid of, who went from making $50,000 a year as a mayor with no power to making $100,000, 100% raise because he was a failure in the election, 100% raise, a new car, and more power than he ever had as mayor. You remember that? LaToya Greenwood? She's the one that wants to go up to Springfield and step and fetch for Madigan, and that's exactly what she'll do. She'll be stepping and fetching for Madigan, just like Eddie the Gerbil Jackson did, just like her daddy does, just like they all do. And you know what it's going to be? It's going to be, hey, that Romanik's nuts. That Romanik's a white boy. You can't vote for a white boy. Well, I tell you what, I've done as much for the black community with my money or more than these bastards have ever done. You'll have Kern come down at Christmas time and pass that. Here's a little toy for you, honey. Here's a little toy. Oh, and here's a slice of turkey or a slice of ham. You got a picture? Okay, well, I'm out of here. That's Kern, and you guys know it. Kern takes everybody else's presents, their money, and he recycles it down to East St. Louis, and everybody's supposed to be in awe of Mark's Sweet Cakes Kern, and one day I'll give you the background on Mark's Sweet Cakes Kern, and it's going to be uglier and scarier than my face, which takes a lot. But these no good son of a bitches, you got to understand, people. We have to take care of our own. And again, this crap in Paris, I hear about it every day now. And the terrorists win. I'm going to walk the streets until they get me. I'm not going to be concerned, because if you're concerned, then you live in terror. And if you live in terror, the terrorists won. But let's bring the Syrians in. Let's bring the illegal Hispanics in. Let's bring, let's bring no one in. Until our great country with our great people, black, white, Hispanic, American citizens, I must say, until we take care of them as a country. Let's take care of our family. And once we take care of our family, then let's share. But you can't share something you don't have. Our people, black, white, Hispanic, don't have jobs. Houses are being foreclosed on. They ran out of unemployment. They're looking in the trash bins for food. They're looking for the trash in the trash bins for food in this great United States of America, and we're going to bring over Syrians that maybe, I don't know, may be terrorists. But before I take a chance on bringing somebody into my house that may be dangerous and may destroy me and my family, I'm going to err on the side of good judgment, and they ain't coming in. I'm locking the door. And that's what we need to do in this great United States of America. We need to lock our doors until we get our people in place, until we get our people the proper jobs, the proper education, the proper food. And then we don't mind sharing. We're a great country. But you can't go out and fight the fight for everybody else until you're stable at home. And we're not stable at home. We don't need to bring in refugees at this point in time. There's other countries that keep them out. And until we get enough resources, until we get enough political gumption and political guts to say, hey, we're not taking care of anybody until we take care of our family. But again, that's not the politically correct thing to do. So I say to these terrorists, kiss my white American ass. You're not going to scare me. And I think the proud people of this country, you're not going to scare them. We'll fight you. And we're going to lose a couple rounds. Cassius Clay, Joe Louis, great boxers. They never won all 10 of their rounds or all 15 of their rounds when they were boxing. They may have lost one, then they won 3 rounds, lost 1, won 4. But at the end of the fight, they prevailed as the champ. And at the end of the day, this great United States of America will prevail. But we have to be ready. We have to fight. We have to sacrifice a little bit. But I say to all you politicians, from the White House to the courthouses of all these counties, people are tired. They're tired. They want some action. They want us to stand proud as Americans. But you can't stand proud as American if you're looking in the dumpster. If you're looking in the dumpster in America as an American for food to eat. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot.
From KQQZ 1190 AM, St. Louis, Missouri, USA, you're listening to Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. We'll be up in Carrollton tonight about 5 o'clock. We're going to the Brass Door. The radio station's going to the Brass Door in Carrollton, Illinois. They've got all-you-can-eat pork chops. So we're going to be up in Carrollton with the great people in Greene County. A lot of friends up there, a lot of listeners. We appreciate the invitation, and we will see you tonight up at the Brass Door in Carrollton, Illinois. Also, don't forget, you can pick me up on iTunes. You know all that crap. We're not going to go into that. Don't have enough time. Don't give a damn. Last but not least, I want to kind of flip the script. This lady returns an award. She got an award during the 9/11 attacks. She was a 38-year-old police officer, and she led hundreds of bleeding people out of the World Trade Center. And she got an award for the Glamour magazine Woman of the Year, a title that seemed more than fitting for the only female among the 23 New York police officers who lost their lives. Her husband took that award and gave it back. You know why? You know who got it last year? Bruce Jenner. I will not call this ignorant, stupid. And again, I don't care what anybody does. I just felt compelled today. I read this and it pissed me off. Caitlyn Jenner, my ass. It's Bruce Jenner in drag in a dress, an idiot in a dress. He doesn't have the operation to become a female. He's still got that. I'm sure it's short because he wasn't much of a man when he thought he was a man. But the Glamour magazine gives Jenner Woman of the Year. How can you interview an idiot like that without laughing and calling him Caitlyn? You know, we're nuts in this country. We've got better things to do, but here's everybody loves Caitlyn. Caitlyn, my ass. Oh, she's proud. She's brave for coming out. No, she ain't. She's an idiot. You want to dress like a woman? Dress like a woman, but don't push it in my face and everybody else. But that's the mainstream media. They're going to let us all know. That Jenner was hailed as the trans champion during the award at Carnegie Hall. This ignorant bastard, faggish-looking bitch he is, going to get an award at Carnegie Hall last week when they're supposed to be honoring brave, powerful, and heroic ladies. And Bruce, also known as, I'd like to tell you what I also known as in my words, but then I'd be fined again, so I can't do it. Caitlyn Jenner. How can a guy be that big of an idiot? Again, this transgender crap, this stupid bitch boy down in Hillsborough. We've got terrorists running all around. Our people aren't eating. Our politicians are screwing us all like we're a bunch of cheap whores on the main drag down at Vegas. And we're worried about some idiot bitch boy who wants to dress in drag? Unbelievable. I'm sure, Bruce Jenner, your mom and daddy, if they were alive, and if they are, I know they're really proud of you. They're probably hiding their head in the sand like an ostrich. I'd be ashamed to have a family member. And for somebody to say how brave these transgender people are you nuts? If you want to be gay, if you want to be a lesbian, that's great. I don't care. But don't walk around with a flag and a thing. Oh, I'm a lesbian, I'm gay, I'm swishy, I'm a man, and want to act like a woman and not expect to be ridiculed. Keep your sexual preferences to yourself, except in the bedroom. That's where it all needs to be. We don't tout somebody as a hero. Caitlyn Jenner's a hero. She's brave. He's an idiot. Number one, he ain't a she. And number two, he's an idiot. You know, people in other foreign countries, no wonder that we're losing our strength and the perception of strength we have. When people over in Russia, in Iraq, and Iran, in China read this crap about one of our Olympic heroes, now he's a woman. He's not a woman. He's a drag queen. He's a drag queen. And then they give him, her, she, it, that he, she, whatever the hell it is, gives her an award for being so brave? Are you nuts? Bravery is when a man goes over and pulls a comrade out of the line of fire over in Iraq and Iran. Bravery is the men that died in Vietnam to give us the right, to give this idiot Bruce Jenner the right to act like an idiot. That's bravery. Bravery are all our military heroes. This is bull crap at its finest. People, let's remember where we came from, because if we don't, it's going to be scary where we're going. Remember where we came from. Let's keep the fight. Let's keep the dignity of this great country. You politicians, straighten up. We can't take much more of you. We can't take much more of this politically correct crap. It's time. It's time to either change, you bastards, for you bastards to change, or we'll change, you bastards. That's what has to happen. And you can look at me and you can look at other people running for office. Don't judge us by what you see. Don't judge us by what you hear. Judge us by what we do. Judge us by what we do. And at the end of the day, this will be a lot better country. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to, and have been listening to, the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting at its finest, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio. And we are, as always, very proud to be the Patriot. Come on back tomorrow. We're going to fight the fight day in and day out. And thank the people from East St. Louis. We couldn't get on the air, but they were right. We're all in this together. You got $1 in your pocket or you got $1 million. If you stand tall, if you fight for what you believe in, if you do right by your family, your country, your community, then you're just as equal as a son of a bitch with $1 million in his pocket. Don't ever let anyone tell you that money makes the man. No, the man makes the money. And it kills me when I see these bastards, these rich son of a bitches, acting like they're better than a poor man who's never had the opportunity. Both black, white, Hispanic. There's enough to go around. There's enough whites, blacks, Hispanics, Chinese, Puerto Ricans that have never had the opportunity. So whoever has had the opportunity, be thankful. Be thankful. And you heard me about the Murray Center for those poor, less unfortunate sons and daughters and brothers and sisters that are there because of no fault of their own. Just remember, be thankful that you can help them instead of you needing their help. Be thankful. Think about that. But people, also think about the elections coming up. Think about the way our country's going. Let's continue. Let's continue, not as Democrats, Republicans, men, women, black or white. Let's continue as Americans to fight the fight, to get rid of this culture of corruption all throughout this country. St. Clair County especially. We can continue to fight. Don't be apathetic. There's hope. There's hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. So let's continue to unite. Join hands, join forces, unite. Continue to expose these rotten political, parasitical, punk bastard parasites that we call politicians. Drag them unmercifully across the political coals of hell. And you know at the end what we have to do, what we need to do, and at this point what I would enjoy to do. Destroy them once and for all before they destroy us. Destroy them politically, of course, right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. And I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats. And they're coming to take me away, ha-ha.
The Patriot.
Your First Amendment and All-American Station. A division of Insane Broadcasting. Renegade Radio.
KQQZ, St. Louis.